Okay, hi everybody, it's the Conundrum back again. I'm here to do another walkthrough. This is day 2 of Path of Exile, so I'm going to start again from where I left off yesterday. Yesterday I did get pretty good into the game, about on level 5 or 6, I can't remember exactly which one it was, but I was doing pretty well up to the point where I messed up and I accidentally left the game. I didn't mean to do that on purpose, but again, it does happen that way. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and start off from where I left off. Path of Exile, and kind of just go through the motions of the next part of the Act 1. So let's go ahead and get started with this. Log right in real quick, and we're going to go back to my character, Nubian King, and we're going to go ahead and play with him, go ahead and connect to the server, that way we can go ahead and get started. So of course, again, as we left off yesterday, I am back in the main village area. I'm drawing a blank on the name, but I'm going to go ahead and just, go through the motions of going through the next stage of the things I need to do. So let's see what we got here. Let's see. I don't want to do the overlap thing. I just kind of want to look at some of the things I have going on. I think that's like, this is the event board. Again, if you're not familiar with the event board basically means that they have events going on that you can actually play through, and it all depends on you and what you want to do. I believe this is where you can actually join other groups as well. Basically, be able to be part of people's groups and kind of go from there. So that kind of goes from there. So I'm going to go ahead and go through. I'm talking to Tarkish.
Now that you've drained that passage, best I warn you about something. I was running down a wounded rower one night's eve when I glimpsed something in that waterlogged cavern. Looked a bit like a sand spitter, only the size of a bloody ox. I reckon it's nesting down in those flooded depths somewhere. If you're going that way, then do us a favor. Spill the old shield crab's guts before it gets hungry and comes looking for us.
Okay, so again, this is a completion that I have done, and now I'm getting a new gem that I can add to my actual rest of my things that I already have in stock. So let's go and see what we have here. We see targets and corpses deal spell damage to enemies around the corpse, as well as causing no corpse to explode, dealing fire damage to explosion. Is not affected by modifiers to spell damage and cannot reflect. Unleash a vial contain conation on enemies. I said, I'm sorry if I pronounced that right. On enemies dealing chaos damage over time. Perform a deadly counterattack when you block. Use both weapons while you're wielding. Creates a stationary electric orb or frequently releases spitting bolts of lightning. A nearby enemy modifies to cast a cast speed will increase. How frequently does this? Using lightning bolts will inside the orb's cloud. Release additional bolts. Casting this skill again will replace the previous one. So obviously I have this one already, as you can tell, because again, as you can see at the bottom, I've forced you to on this one. So I've already had this one a little bit. I also have this one as well. Let's go for one that I don't think I have. I think I might have all of these, I think. Let me see here. I might be wrong. I was thinking that I did have all these. I think though, I'm gonna get this one and just go ahead and put it in. And I've completed my quest. Apparently, I get another reward, so that's good to hear. So there's a quick teleport toward the target location if using the attack in place. Option, direction is reverse, shares cooldown with other blinks. Okay, I don't know if I want to use that. Teleport to a location damaging enemies, leaving the chill ground and the area around where you left. Here, a cooldown with other blink. Okay, I think I want to use that. That sounds like it's pretty good in my view. Let's check out what Ronos is.
Rowers? Overgrown chickens with a murderous streak. If you're not careful, they'll talon your guts out and snap them up like big fat worms. That said, be sure to rifle through their nests if you get the chance. Okay. Rowers are like magpies, attracted to what shines.
Okay, so let me go back to my inventory, make sure I have everything in my inventory, at least for the moment, in which I do. I'm going to take this out because again, I don't have that in anything, and unfortunately I cannot put that in anything right now. Bear with me a second. I'm just kind of looking through some things real quick. Okay, so I think I'm ready. So I'm going to go ahead and go back to where I was and exit out this screen. Check this quest complete. Again, I've completed a couple of quests as I saw before. Hitting the end of the gate, completed that. Mercy mission, I completed that. Breaking some eggs, I completed that. Now I have to kill the Necromancer and his minions. And I also need to do Dweller of the Deep, as you dispatch the Dweller of the Deep, it's a giant crab lurking in the depths before the submerged passage. So I need to go that way. So I'm going to assume I need to go up to the coast. I believe I need to go to the mud flaps. If I'm not mistaken, to get to this next, I'm sorry, feeder pool. Okay, so the feeder pool. Okay, so I don't have to have the actual waypoint for this, so I'm gonna go just to the coast, and I'm just gonna go from there and actually basically go there and then try to walk it out to the other areas since I don't have the actual waypoints. Somebody already is here already, so of course that doesn't really help me, or doesn't really take away from me when they are doing that. Okay, so I'm going to have to again, do the board over again because the way the board works is that you can't really keep the board the way it looks from before. You kind of have to, just kind of just go in and do the board over again. It's not really one of those things where you can just take and be able to have the board already completed already. It starts over again. You kind of go from there. Now, the other thing that you should realize too is that when you're doing the board, you also have to make sure that when you're doing the board that you want to make sure you check everything. And the board does change, so it does not stay the same. Just so you know. Again, a lot of people think that okay, well I did the board this way, it's going to start that way, it's going to stay that way. No, it doesn't work that way. So it's nice to think so, but it's kind of sucks that happened. This new skill that I have is not bad so far. I mean, I haven't used it really too much use yet, but I am getting an idea of what it can and can't do for the moment. I'm going to assume again, and I think I'm pretty much right about this, is that when you level up, you actually you do actually get it to do more things when you are able to get it leveled up. So the more fighting you do, the more killing you do, the more you're able to get people to get them to a point, get your orbs to a point or gems to a point where again they're doing more damage and they're helping you more and more as you go along. So that's the key, is that you always want to make sure you're doing that. So that's the cool thing. So again, I'm around somebody who's trying to do me bodily harm, of course. Let me go ahead and fill back up again. So she's trying to do me some damage. She's definitely doing a lot of harm to me, that's for sure. So I got her dead. So she is gone. I'm gonna grab some of the stuff that she just left behind. This rusted sword and some of the other items, and kind of go from there. I'm loving the fact that I'm getting all these wisdoms, scrolls of wisdom, because they're helping out a lot more when it comes down to it. Because again, if you really aren't able to, have those, you're not really able to buy a lot of things that you may or may not need later on down the line. And again, you can sell some of your stuff as usual, but the problem with selling your stuff is that you may not actually get as much as you would like to out of those particular items when you do sell them to the actual people in the market. Like I said, it's kind of a trial and error thing, for the most part. When you're playing, and you're just learning about, each avenue of what each character can do. And again, it's very fun for me for right now. I'm learning a lot. I'm doing a lot more damage than I was doing before. It's one of those things. You just gotta, just play with it until you get to the that point where you're just, able to just take people down with no problem. Again, once you reach higher levels, you're definitely, just look at people and, just kill them with literally no regard. Like 3 seconds later, they're dead. It's just gonna be an easy kill. You're just gonna run through it like no problem. But again, of course, you're gonna run into characters that are definitely gonna be doing a lot more damage to you as you go along, because they're just that high up when it comes to when you play the game. So again, right now, like I said, I'm on the easy level, so once it starts getting harder, then it's definitely gonna be a challenge, as you go along to try to figure out kind of how to, get to a point where you're able to, kill people or whatever with ease, and just being able to just go through the game with no problem, And of course, I want to get to that point where I can just go through the game with no problem. But again, it may take away from actually being fun as well if you actually are able just to run through with no problem. It's like, okay, I've already got everything. I already know how to beat everybody. I already know everything. Yeah, so where's the fun in for me at that point? And I don't want to be at that point where like, okay, well, this is no longer fun for me. I want this to stay fun. Okay, that's Alliance Watch. So that's generally where I just came from, the Lions Watch in the area, so I need to figure out what the other area is. Let me see. I don't want the world screen. Let me see if I can actually blow up world screen, social overlap map. Okay. Okay, so I like this better, this overlap map. The overlap map basically makes it so, you're literally, it's like, it's not as small, and as you saw on the right side, the little small screens you had on there before. This is kind of bigger, it kind of gives you the bigger aspect of, what's going on, and you kind of can see it from there. Again, I like it this way. I mean, it just gives me a better area to see everything that's going on, not just, just that one area. So I appreciate that a lot more when I'm able to do that. And again, this does remind me of Diablo. I almost messed up with saying that word. And Diablo again is a fun game. If you've never played Diablo, if you ever get a chance, it's very retro. It definitely gives you the benefit of learning about where this game got its a lot of its ideas from, just by kind of watching it. So so as we run through here. We're getting there, we're getting better. Okay, we're checking out, again, I'm checking out corners. That's just me though. You don't have to check the corners if you don't want to. Please feel free to not check the corners if you don't want to. But I always find that, when you're playing a game like this, you want to make sure you check every corner, every avenue, just because, you don't want to miss something. It's always very quick that you can miss something very small just because of the fact that you did not realize that this was going on in that particular area where you were before. So, just let me say, check the corners. Okay, so I remember seeing this area earlier. See these guys throwing sand at me or something, and it's not making me happy. But yeah, this is what they do. They're gonna throw sand at me. They're gonna try to kill me. So I'm gonna shoot. There's much worse that can be thrown at me right about now. But yeah, that's the general gist of what they're doing at me right now. Okay, so obviously I filled out my inventory. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of some of this stuff. I'm gonna go back to town real quick. Let's go ahead and get back there. We're gonna go ahead and again go back to the town and just get rid of some of the stuff. Let me see how many portals I have. I have 4 town portals. I'm gonna use one. I know I only have 4 of them, of course, but again, you're gonna use stuff, periodically. You just gotta be sure you use it in moderation. Let's go to Nessa. We're gonna sell these items. This seems like it'd be pretty good for 5 to 7. Okay, it would seem like it's good to be good, but this is 7 to 13, so that's much better. This I'm gonna sell as well. Oh, sorry there. Okay, I'm definitely gonna sell this. This 8 to 7. See, these aren't connected. These 2 are connected. These aren't connected. So I'm gonna sell a lot of this stuff because again, it's just taking up space. I don't really need to have a whole bunch of stuff just taking up space and not really, being useful. It feels like it's useless stuff. You don't really need it. And again, you have very limited space, and you don't want to be set there, with too much. Let's see who's wrong.
Don't tell Tarkley, but they're the foulest fowl I've ever tasted. Still, exiles can't be choosers.
Okay, so we learned a little more about that. Okay, let's go ahead and go back and where we were before, and we're just going to go ahead and check out the area that we are actually in. I'm going to grab this again. Because now I have room for it. Again, I didn't have room for it earlier. So, and the beautiful thing is that you can kind of go back and fight some of the things that you were fighting before. So, you know, you kind of go from there, and you know, find these things that are here and then not here. So you know. Okay, apparently we had soldiers that came out, and we're gonna grab this stuff that they left behind. That I think are going to be useful later on down the line. Check my inventory to see exactly what it was we actually picked up, because it seemed like it was something important. Again, this is upgrades a normal item to a rare item, so that's good to hear. Again, that does help out a lot more. I wonder, can I use it on here? No, I can't. Okay, never mind. Okay, so it's just nice to have, you know, things that, you know, 8%. You know, this doesn't have any I should say doesn't have anything magic to it, so technically I could add to this one, or I can add to this one. This is level evasion 19. This is 19 evasion 29, so I could add it to either one of these. This actually has 2 prongs on it, so it's not just one. So technically I could add it here. I'm gonna hold off on doing that just for a second. I can also level this up, so I'm gonna level this up as well. So to be fair, I'm just gonna do that, and I'm just gonna go ahead and just go ahead and complete this level out real quick. Again, this is that book again that we saw earlier, where they're telling the story. I'm not going to really do it again. I did it yesterday, so I'm not going to really go ahead and, you know, make the same thing over and over again. I don't think it's really a point to doing all that. Okay, so I see my 2 exits up here that I can use. So basically I know which way I'm going. Again, I had to go over here. And again, that's why I had to clear out the board, because again, I wouldn't know which way to go if I didn't kind of see what they were asking me to. Okay, so this is Tidal Island, so I'm going to see the floodplain. I should say, let me go back to my menu and find out exactly what I need to be doing. No, that's not what I need to be doing. That challenge. Okay, no, it's not it. Bear with me for a second. Okay, here we go. So I need to kill the necromancer that defeated Pool, and I need to also go to, there's a giant crab looking at submerged passage, so I need to do that. So those are 2 places. So I think that is, I think going through the mud flaps, if I'm not mistaken. Again, I'm gonna check this one more time, though I probably should check it once before. Yeah, we'll lead the figure, so I will have to go through it this way to get to it. So, okay, so we gotta clear out this area again. If I'm not mistaken, there should be a bunch of monsters that come this way, who basically are trying to kill me again. Again, you know, they're, you know, that's their job, of course, kill me. You know, and I'm trying to make sure that I stay alive while they fighting me and everything else. So I got a battered helm. Let's go ahead and heal up a little bit. Again, in this book right here, again, that we read from before. I'm not gonna read it again. I don't see the point in reading it again the second time. You know, I've read it once before. I don't need to read it again twice. It's, you know, it makes sense that, you know, for whatever reason, you know, I've already, you know, done it already and kind of gone from there.
Black storms descend on us from the north.
Well, apparently I'm going to read it again. I did it by accident.
Of rage and hatred.
The good thing though is that I can actually scroll it. I can actually, you know, some of them you actually can just take and listen to them while you actually fight. So you don't always have to just sit there and, you know, hear them, you know, go on about different stuff. You can kind of just listen to them one time and just, you know, move on about your life. You gotta go from there. Okay, so this is scrap. This is just for your artillery. Okay, we're gonna kill this guy right here. We're gonna just clear out some of this board. Because again, we don't really need, you know, not to be able to know what's going on in our boards, and kind of go from there. So definitely feel free to check out my YouTube page. I do have a YouTube page, it's Dungeon. I also react to other videos as well, mostly depending on music videos or games or whatever else. I react to those as well. So, you know, again, feel free to check out those pages as well. Just wanted to throw that out. That's FYI. I appreciate any new subscribers I get. I give shout outs to anybody who does become a new subscriber. So if you do become a new subscriber and you haven't been a subscriber from before, I will definitely give you a shout out on the video. So just know that as well. I'm going to tell you this though, one thing I don't like about Facebook, and a lot of people can attest to this right now, is that a lot of times when you have a YouTube page, let's just say a YouTube page, when you do reactions to videos, a lot of times you run into a lot of copyright infringement. So it kind of, takes away from your ability to, really, put in, good work on a video that you worked on for a little while, because of copyright infringement. And it's not like you're doing it on purpose, you're not doing it because you want to be heinous or anything like that. You're just reacting to things. And, people want to see people's reactions and stuff. I have plenty of people on there that I enjoy seeing reactions from. They offer great opinions about stuff, and it's just one of those things that it's very fun to watch, and to see what people are, what people's thought processes are. And again, it takes away from the ability to actually see something great when you have to worry about copyright infringements and stuff like that. So. And a lot of people have to worry about that and want to be like, well, if that gets happened, I'm just going to take it down and call it a day. I don't have time to kind of really deal with that whole aspect of that. Kind of go from there. Okay, so let's take care of those. I'm also going to fill up my mana. Let me check my inventory real quick. Apparently I have a lot of stuff in my inventory I just have not used. And again, like I said, I'm going to get rid of a lot of this stuff. You're going to run into, and I can level this stuff up as well. I'm going to level this stuff up so it's a lot better than what it was before. Again, like I said, you have to pick and choose which items you're going to keep. Again, it's you always, some items you really enjoy, you really want to just be able to keep all the time, but as you go along, you're going to find they just get, weaker, and they're not really going to be offering you anything, that's useful when it comes to, keeping them, so outside of prosperity, so, big area, I'm not gonna lie to you. Okay, so most of this stuff. Unfortunately, because of the way I've been doing this, and because I'm new to streaming, and particularly on Twitch, and with this program in general, I can't really see your comments yet. So if you are commenting, I do apologize if I have not said anything about them. Again, I will try to read them when I get a chance later on. When I take a break or something like that, I just want to go ahead and get further along in this board, this part, and kind of go from there and see what else I can find out and kind of go from there. Okay, so we're just about, I want to say we're almost a good portion of the way through clearing this board out for the most part. But apparently there's a lot of monsters just sitting here lying and waiting for you. So, just to hear that stuff, monsters lying and waiting just to take you down, stuff like that. So so I think I just leveled up again. That's good to hear. So I believe I am at level 8 now. So I was wrong earlier when I first started. I thought I was lower level than that, but apparently I'm at level 8 now, which is good to hear. Let's see. These guys out here. Okay, so I killed most of these guys over here. It just makes it easier because sometimes you get tired of just running around because the same monsters coming at you all the time. It's nice to see some new ones. And the graphics are pretty good on this game. I'm not gonna lie to you. They definitely put some time and effort into this. And from my understanding is that they always make sure that they are doing new patches to the game as well. So so you're not always running into the same thing. You kind of running into new things and learning new things that you can do. Again, there's so much to this game. I mean, very much so. I mean, I only a fraction of the way to learning half the stuff that you can and can't do in this game. I remember this thing that we saw earlier, so I'm gonna get ready to kill that off. Put these guys kind of in there. You can see they kind of protecting it for a moment before I kill them. Yes, Anger's some ancestors, so. Okay, so I think I dropped something over here. I'm not sure if I picked it up. I may have picked it. No, I didn't. I didn't pick it up. Okay.
I need more pockets.
Okay, so I definitely need to go back. That's the only other part. You know, I always had to constantly go back to get rid of stuff. Again, no point in keeping this stuff. And it just sits there and doesn't have any particular use. And I really don't have. Let's go to a different person. Let's go to
Welcome.
What's it? Tarky. I think that's how you say his name. So I'm going to go ahead and 6, 10, 7, 13. I'm going to get rid of this. I am going to 48. I'm getting rid of this. I might, and I'm debating if I want to hold on this one or this one, because this is level 8. I'm gonna get rid of this one. I think. I hope I don't live to regret that, but I think I'm gonna get rid of that. Level 8, 27. So this is lower. So I think I'm gonna get rid of this. It has 3 of them on it. This spell increase. This only has 1 in it, but this has 3 in it. So, I think I'm going to go ahead and replace this one. Can I replace this? Oh, okay, I see what it is. Okay, so I can't do that while I'm on here. Okay, I see that's what it is. I'm gonna get rid of this as well. Don't need that. And we're gonna accept and we're gonna go goodbye. We also have our new points, so I can also, you know, level up a point. Let's see, which way do I want to go? Do I want to do this dexterity or do I want to do attack? So this seems like the only way I can go really go right now. Actually, I can't go this way. I didn't notice that. Okay, 40% to increase damage, 4% energy. I think I am going to go that way just to, you know, kind of get that off the board and kind of go from there. I'm going to go ahead and exit the screen. And you know, we're just gonna go from there. So okay, there we go. Okay, let's go ahead and exit that screen. We're gonna go to our inventory. I think I can put this on. Obviously not. Maybe I'm not at level 15. Maybe that's why I can't use it just yet. I'm not at level 15 yet. I'm still holding on to this thing here. I can add a magic to this. This is A2 strength, 2% increase in evasion, and I'm debating if I should use it or not. Why not? Okay. So I've just upgraded this to the relay, and I'm thinking I'm going to go ahead and put this. Okay. So I'm sorry. So okay, I could see what actually turns the melee, other weapons, and stuff like that. So, so I think what I would need to do is I would need to do that just to put it on it. Do I want to put it on there? Okay. So we have 8 to life, 11% to cold resist, and then we have this one. We're gonna go ahead and switch this out and put this here. Again, we have two more things we can put in there as well. again, I gotta get leveled up some more to use more things as well. Teleport. This was channel lightning energy. Okay, so again, I will have to get more things that are going to be attached, and we'll just continue along as we go from there to get more stuff and stuff that we'll need, and just get better and get stronger and go from there. So okay, so let's go back over here and get this light shield I saw. Okay, that's been unidentified, and we're gonna grab this up.
Pockets.
Okay, obviously I can't grab that right now for a reason. Okay, so we're gonna just scoot this over. We're gonna scoot this over and identify this item here, just to see what it is. 11 to strength. No, I can't have this together. So okay, so some things you can have together, other things you cannot have together. This I can have with this. I'm just wondering, and just for my edification's sake, I'm just gonna go ahead and do this. Okay, so I can do that. However, I do lose my abilities when I do put that in there, so I can't have the 3 in there. I can only have 2. Let's see what happens if I do this. Okay, so I can put that in there. So I can take the gems out of here. I can take that out of there. Take that one out of there. Put that in here. Take this one out of here, and I can put this in here. And also I can take this one and I can put it in here. Okay, so I think I can get some more of my abilities back by doing that. I believe I can just press the R button, and again R button and the W button, destination. The main ones are going to appear here, so I'm going to try to okay, so this one I'm going to try to change to the lightning and the detonation, so we're going to try to do it that way, at least for the moment. We'll see how it works. We're testing things out. And that's how you learn. You test things out and you kind of go from there. And if it works out, it works out. If it doesn't work out, then hey, you just learned something from previous time that you didn't know. Okay, so this guy is actually doing more damage than I thought he was going to do.
Pockets.
Okay, so we have other things we can grab. For the moment, I think I'm just going to leave some of this stuff here. I'm just going to just kind of go from there. So we can blow these guys up, so we don't have to worry about them anymore. Okay. You guys keep trying to run into me. It's like a big game of bumper card. We're going to clear out over here. Again, we need to go to the fetal pool. That's the main area we need to go to. That's the clearing out area. Let me go kill this guy right here. He's dead. Okay. I don't remember if I have a belt on. Let me see. 17 to mana energy, and let's see. 18, so we're gonna just switch that one out since that one's a little better than the previous one. To global 23 to global damage. I don't know. I'm just gonna put that right there at least for the moment. We'll see how that works as we go along. Okay, so this I think this was a different thing. The other passageway I saw earlier. Yeah, that's the submerged. So what I'm going to do first, I'm going to do the fetal pool first, and then I'm going to come back and do this one. Kind of go from there. I think that's the way I want to do it. I'm not sure if that's technically in order. I think it is. Don't quote me on that. I think it is in that particular order, but don't quote me on that. And we're just going to find out as we go along, which way is going to be the best way to do this. I think because I am stronger now, I can take down this guy that was kicking my butt earlier. Last time I was playing yesterday, if you didn't see it, I was getting my butt kicked, and it was getting kicked bad by this guy because of this the necromancer. So he was definitely doing a lot of damage to me, and I was not apt to be able to take him down as quickly as I would like to. Again, it's growing pains, like anything else. So you just you die, you get up, and do it again. So, this makes it a lot easier to do that. I'm gonna be truthful with you right now. It's making a lot easier. I know these guys.
I need more pockets.
Okay, so we got rid of those guys. Again, you know, it's a lot of things that you'll be picking up in this game, you know, so just, you know, if you do find that you just are overwhelmed a lot of time because you have a lot of stuff, you just got to pick and choose which ones you want to keep and which ones you don't want to keep. I mean, that's all I can suggest at this point, because as you see, every time you look up, somebody's dropping something, so, you know, it's like, okay, this person's dropping this, this person's dropping that, what do I keep, what do I get rid of? And again, you know, it's just pick and choose thing. You know, pick and choose what you want to keep, what you don't want to keep, what you can sell, what you can't sell off. And just always remember, you know, we always want to make sure you have those town portals, you know, because you never know when you really are going to be in some trouble. You need to use that. Now, like I said, the good thing about the town portals is that once you get back, you know, you get all your health and everything back. So it does help you a lot by being able to do that. However, you can run out of them very quickly, and the last thing you want to do is run out of them quickly when you have so much stuff, you know, going on with you trying to, you know, keep people alive and everything else. So, you know, okay, this is the same guy I was fighting before. He was kicking my butt before. This is the defiler, and trying to get butt. Of course, he's trying to bring his minions in so that can help him. I'm just trying to kick his butt, you know. Again, he's almost dead, so I think I have him this time. I think he doesn't have a leg to stand on this time, so I think I got him. Oh shoot.
I need more pockets.
Oh, okay, so wipe out remaining monsters. So I did kick his butt, which I'm very happy to hear. So I've done the dirty job in the feeded pool. I'm going to look at my inventory because I don't have everything. I'm gonna just get rid of some stuff that I don't think is going to be useful later on down the line. I'm gonna identify that real quick. 12% maximum. Okay. 12 to maximum life. 11% done. This block. Okay. So what else do I have over here? Again, I don't have room for all this stuff, so I'm going to go back and get rid of some of this stuff, and that way I can, you know, come back and go from there. Again, be careful with how many of these you use. You know, you don't want to sit up here using all your stuff, and you know that you really are going to need later on down the line. So I'm going to get rid of this. I'm going to get rid of this. 7 to 13. This is 49. That's 7 to 13. See, technically I should have kept this on there because this is stronger than this. The 49 as opposed to 7 to 13. Let's see. This is 4 to 17, which is pretty good. Got rid of that. I'm gonna get rid of this. The shoes. 13, I'm gonna get rid of these, just cause. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to accept this. I'm going to go back to my inventory. I'm going to put this back in here, and take this out. I'm going to take the gems out. I'm going to put this one. Let me see something real quick. This is physical damage. Okay, so I'm going to put this here. I'm going to take this one out, and I'm going to put this here, and then Okay, so everything is in this place, at least for the most part. And kind of go from there. So it's 4 to 17. This is on 7 to 13. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of these other ones. Just just cause I think that it just would make sense just to.
Oh, I was never there.
Okay, go back to her, and then
Still
I'm.
composing
Let's
that
read what
poem.
he says.
Roaming, rotting rowers, roosting right here in Rayclaws.
Try to say it 3 times
Stalking,
fast.
operating spooks stalking our sandy seashore. Blighted, bedeviled bird bones beaking about our business. What? Can't a man have even a little fun in this dismal place?
Okay. Okay. I guess that's what it's for now. So I'm gonna sell a couple of more of these items. I'm gonna come and sell this here. I think I'm gonna sell this here. I may 713. I think I'm gonna also sell this here. I'm gonna hold on to that for the moment. And again, I do have a stash too that I can use, but I think the stash is more pertinent later on down the line for certain things. So yeah, so I'm gonna put some of the stuff in the stash just for edification's sake. Because I don't really think 6 to 8, 6 to 10. I'm gonna get rid of this stuff too because I don't think this is necessarily stuff I'm gonna need later on down the line. So I'm gonna get rid of it. Those two together. Okay, so I think I'm getting rid of that, but I'm gonna keep this here, and I'm gonna keep this here. I'm just keeping these here because they have 3 on them. This has 3 on it as well, so I might hold on to that one. This only has 2. At least for the moment. I'm later on down the line, I might kick myself later on. I'm gonna level this up. I'm probably gonna kick myself later on down the line, and after I realize, okay, well, you should have kept that, and kind of go up from there. But again, it's a trial and error. So let's just leave it at that.
Farewell.
Trial and error. Okay, so let's go back. Close this up. I don't have any levels, so I am good for right now. I haven't leveled up yet, so again, we're gonna go back here. We're gonna grab some more of this stuff. I need to clear this place out, so I think that was part of what I needed to do as well. So let's go ahead and clear this out. It sounded like a ring fell, so we have the ring here now. So we haven't seen a ring yet, so that's good to hear about the ring. And let's go ahead and put the ring on. Again, okay, they automatically put it on because I don't have one. So that does help give me 25% to Mammoth life. So that definitely helps me out because again, Mammoth is something I use a lot in this game, or you're gonna use a lot in this game because you're gonna be fighting monsters. You're gonna need to use magic or something just to take them down. Besides, maybe just the melee weapons. So anything that can help you, fight off monsters faster and get you, where you need to go, then definitely take advantage of those. So, yeah, I'm definitely doing a lot more damage to guys than I was earlier. So this is definitely a good way to have gone with this particular weapon. Oh, crap. We have new monsters. Okay, new monsters, so... All about the old monsters. Okay, so I got to talk to Turkish to receive my reward. So I did clear this place out. As you did see, it did lighten up a lot more. It still looks kind of murky, but it's definitely looks a lot better than it was earlier. Let's check this out down here. Clear out the pool of necromancer and his underlings. Talk to Turkish. Okay, so obviously that means that there are no other monsters on here. So I can kind of go back to him and kind of go from there. But before I do that, I am going to take and go ahead, and as you can see here, we can see if everything is starting to level up. I'm going to go ahead and do the other one, the coastal one, just because it's so close to where I was before. So I'm going to go ahead and do that real quick. And again, it is a little bit of a run. I don't know if you can sprint faster than this. You might be able to. I don't know for sure. I'm about to check, you know, from some other people to see if you can sprint. But I'm going to check out this passage. This is that submerged package that they were talking about earlier that we needed to complete as well. So, let's see. Over this bridge. Okay, so we have a wayward point here. That's really good to hear too. Again, wayward points help you help you come back to your other points, you know, that you can go to that you do have lit up. So again, this one I don't have one. This one I don't have one. This one I don't have one. Again, because those areas I guess are small, I didn't run into one. So certain ones do have them, certain ones do not have them. So it all depends on the area. So I'm gonna make sure I have that on there. So again, when I go through the game, I always want to make sure I tap on those. That way I can, you know, go back to those wayward points and just basically be able to get it through. Because sometimes, you know, you need to be able to, you know, get through certain things. And, you know, if you can't get through, you know, certain areas quickly, you know, as opposed to having to literally walk and, you know, go through the arduous task of going through each area, which may be a pain in the butt at times, you know. So, you know, I'm of the sound mind that, you know, sometimes shortcuts do help in the grand scheme of things. Okay, so let me see something real quick. I just want to test a theory out real quick. Okay, so it's R and W and Q. So Q. So I'm gonna start using my W. Again, my W down here, or I should say my Q, my R actually lets me use the lightning. So I want to actually start using the lightning a little more, if I can. So I'm just trying out new moves and kind of going from there. Okay, so that's kind of how it has to be. You kind of have to hold it down if you want to kind of turn around with it and not be in the same area. So, you know, learn something new. Keep learning. Clear that out. Oh, so I level up again. That's good to hear. So it doesn't take very long for you to level up. I mean, as long as you're doing, you know, the right things, you know, with the game, you'll level up pretty quickly. I like that. I mean, I like being able to level up like that. You know, I can get new train abilities pretty quickly, and I can kind of go from there, you know. And of course, if you know anything about lightning, lightning takes down water really quickly, so. Okay, we got another orb over here. This orb thing I am not super familiar with. I think on the PlayStation, when you do that, you had to go to a certain area and get to a certain particular thing when you're trying to get to places and kind of go from there. Well, to get to certain things, but again, I don't 100% know off the top of my head with this one if that's the same idea. It could be the same premise. I don't know. Maybe we're gonna be on bad guy here. This guy's obviously going to be doing. Almost did. There we go. Gotta get this hatchet from him. And this chest plate. Okay.
I need more pockets.
Again, I need to heal up my mana. Let's kill these guys real quick. Oh, apparently there's one left. Always that one that always manages to escape you every once in a while. So obviously we have a different level, the flooded depths. I'm not sure if that's something that we need to do just yet. Okay. Okay, so this is the murder package. So this may be part of it. I'm not 100% sure. We'll definitely find out in a second. Oh, wow. I forgot about that move. So that's the E button. So I didn't realize I could do that. I hit the button by accident. So, you know, it's just good to know that, you know, you have other options. So, you know, when it comes to your activities, so you don't have to stick to the same old thing and just, you know, learn, do something different. No, I don't want you to turn your butt up at me. That's what I need right now. Okay, interact to begin Legion encounter. So apparently this is a Legion encounter type thing. I'm not sure what I need to. Oh, okay. It's just like it needs to be something I need to do. So it looks like something I need to be. Let's see. Is there some other ones around here, or is that just the one? Okay, so, these guys trying to come in here with a vengeance. So this is a Cherno chest is. Also some weapons that we can use later on down the line and kind of go from there.
I need more pockets.
So let's fill up our life real quick. I'm gonna go back to the inventory. Let's go ahead and identify some of this stuff. Let's see if there's anything worthwhile that we can use. Okay, 19% to attack. Let's see what this is. 7% to armor, level 22. So again, we need something better. So we're definitely gonna put this on here. We're gonna put this down here. I'm gonna take this off, and I'm gonna stick this here. Shoes we have to identify. Let's see what shoes are. 1.9 to general life. This just has evasion, so we can just stick that right there since that's a lot better. Let's go ahead and identify this chest plate. I think that's what it is. Armor. Let's see. Do I want to use this? 12 to 18, and this is 4 to 17. So yeah. So we want to switch this out. Again, because that's gonna do more damage than anything else in C. So this is just a support, at least for right now. I do have a different gem. Perform melee attack and causes lightning to strike a target location. Okay, so we're gonna definitely put that in. We're gonna put that in. We can put that in the weapon. Why not? And then kind of go from there. I see that we do have a different one. It is a T. I'm going to assume that T is, yeah, the lightning strikes. Again, R is the actual lightning bolts. E is the actual movement. And W, of course, is the other one. So, again, you have a range of weapons, and I can level this stuff up as well. You can't level that because it doesn't meet requirements. Okay, so that's fine. So let's go ahead and we're going to clear out the rest of this. Let's clear out the rest of this board first. Ooh, I forgot what my buttons are. That's not good. I hate when I forget what my buttons are. You just mess around and forget the. Oh, what button was that again? I need to. And gem is just leveled up, so that's good to hear. So another gem has leveled up, so that's good to hear. But again, we're gonna clear out the rest of this board first, and then we can maybe level this gem up or see what this gem is now going to allow us to do. Okay, so we got some guys over here. Let's kill these guys off. Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot I also leveled up as well, so I can use that in a second. And let me go ahead and use that anyway. Let me get that out the way. Okay, damage is energy. We have intelligence. So I am going to, excuse me, to go ahead and use that for the intelligence. As you can see, there's more bigger orbs that you can get, I guess, as you go along. But I'm going to use this for intelligence because I don't think I've used intelligence yet, so I definitely want to use the intelligence one so far and kind of go from there. Because again, you know, as you go along, you have to make sure you level up everything. I would surmise, because everything is going to have to be certain requirements have to be made for each weapon that you use. So obviously. So let's take care of that. I'm getting notifications for Netflix. We do want to shout out to Netflix. Netflix has definitely been coming up in the world with every video that they've been putting out there, a new show. Just finished off from the Origins of New Black, and I was pretty satisfied with it. I mean, it wasn't perfect, but you know, it was pretty satisfying. If you want to name some good shows, definitely, you know, check that out. One Now, that's a good one. Along with, there's plenty of other ones you can check out as well. You know, it all depends on what you want to watch. This is the reason why, excuse me, that I chose the lightning, because again, the lightning gives me the ability to shock these guys because they're on water, and of course, you know, water gets canceled out by electricity. Okay, so let's see what we got in here. It doesn't look like we have anything in here, just some barrels in here. But, you know, again, we're clearing out things. So clearing out things, of course, is a lot better than not clearing out things and missing something that could be important later on down the line. Looks like we have a new way out, too, as well. So it's like we have a couple different ways that we can kind of go from there. So I'm going to go over here. What does this say? The ledge. So we have a new way, which is the ledge. I still haven't gone back yet, which I think I said that we should have done, and gone back and actually, you know, and saw, you know, Tarkish, whatever the name is, I can't think of the guy's name. It's I think it's Tarish. Some of these names I couldn't even pronounce even if I wanted to, you know, and then they're just names that are very unique, and sometimes you wonder really where they came up with some of these names from, you know, because they're definitely very unique, and they can definitely you know, have a lot of meaning behind it, but you may not recognize it because, again, you know, it's not, you know, something that you just, you know, instantaneously think about. So, and as you can see, this board is huge, and I do mean huge. So again, that's why you want to clear out a lot of areas, because again, you'll run into stuff, you know, if you don't really clear out the areas, and you may miss something important. So let's go ahead and go back. We're going to go get our reward real quick, and then we're just going to come back here. So let's go back to the Lion's Eye Watch. Again, we see our exclamation point on top of him, and let's see what he's going to tell us.
A necromancer. Just the one, was it? Guess the bastard got a bit lonely, decided to make himself some pets. Well, good to see you don't mind getting your hands good and filthy. Here, to mark a dirty job well done.
Okay, so it looks like we got a book. Grants 2 passive respect points at good. Okay, so that's good to hear. I may have an issue being able to...
I've traveled inland on the Emperor's Road via Prisoner's Gate. Had to skirt around Axiom Prison. That's the holdfast of Brutus the Warden. Bloody treacherous trip it was. Worth it? There's forest inland. Game, berries, fruit. More food than we can scrounge here. But most here wouldn't survive the journey. would be a damn sight easier if we could pass through the prison. Tell you what, you carve us a path up the coast, find us a way past or through Brutus, and you'll have more than a few lives owing to you.
Cool. Okay, so I have to come back for the reward because
Farewell.
again, I have. Okay. I don't recognize this phone number, so for the moment, we're going to. Sorry about that. Just disregard that call for the moment. And if I have to come right back, I just have to come right back to you guys and go from there. But just for the moment, let's go ahead and you know, do this thing with actual. Let's see, inventory. Let's see. Nation. Okay. I think I'm gonna hold on to that because I think that's important. I'm gonna hold on to this because there's 3 that are together. We can get rid of that. And I have a voicemail. So, alright, so I am going to take a little break. And I'm going to come back to you guys in a second. So I can just take this call. So, bear with me real quick. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. I had a phone call I had to check on. So, again, let's go ahead and get back to the game. Here we go. Okay, so last thing I think we were doing, we were putting things in the stash, and we were actually getting rid of some things. So let's see what we can get rid of. I'm going to get rid of this. I think I'm going to get rid of this as well. I'm going to get rid of this. I'm gonna hold on to that. I'm definitely gonna get. I got rid of that. I think I'm gonna get rid of this as well. Yeah, get rid of. Can I get rid of this? Get rid of that. 12 to 15, 4 to 17. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of this as well. No point in keeping that. So accept. I'm also going to check my inventory because I want to make sure that I level these things up. Because again, you know, they can, you know, work a lot better once you level them on. So let's go ahead and do that.
Goodbye.
Now we can actually go back and get our little gift from Charlie, or whatever his name is. And kind of go from there. So put it here. I'm gonna go
Stay
by.
sharp out there.
I'm going to go to inventory, and then we're going to go ahead and use these things. So again, the quest is complete now. We can take. And you know that is done on this side, so it is a dirty job. So again, that's completed. Now I still have 2 more that I have to complete. Dispatch Dweller. That's you just dispatch Dweller of the Deep, a giant crab. Okay, I still have to do that one. I still have to do the weight work. So again, those are 2 I still need to do. I'm going to go ahead and do this inventory passive thing since I have 2. Actually, these are 2 refund ones. So, refund ones, of course, are different from the previous one. Refund ones could in case you ever decide that you did not want something, so you can go back and, you know, get the point back and just, you know, put it in a different place. So, again, I don't really need that right now, so I'm good with that one. I'm just going to go ahead and proceed forward, and we're just going to go ahead and go to the next one and kind of go from there. I believe we're at the submerge. We don't know what the next two are. I've done this one, so again, everything I need to do is probably going to be this way. So I'm going to go to submerge again. I need to do this one, and I need to do this one. So it's two of them. So let's go ahead and go to them. Okay, so the good thing is that the board is still cleared out. I don't have to worry about clearing it out again. You know, some games will actually make you literally go back and go through everything you've done before and clear out everything. And that's not as fun as you would like to think it is. So I'm going to go this way and go to this one particular one over here just to see what that is. You know, just let's learn a little bit more about this particular area. I think the other one was the ledge, of course. And okay, so this is further into the flooded depths. So I think this is where we needed to go before. Let me see something real quick. Yeah, so lurking in depth. So I think this is the area we need to go into and kind of kill off some creatures and stuff like that. So we can kind of go from there. So, okay, so let's shop these guys. And we can go around again. I want to make sure I clean out everything out of here. Even if I do run into a dead end or whatever else, you know, it's just good, you know, just to kind of clear everything out. I've got a feeling I'm going to run into a bad guy soon, because that just makes sense in a way, you know, that was kind of happen. Literally everybody's coming out of the woodworks to try to kill me now. Yep, so everybody's literally coming out of the woodworks to try to kill me. It's good to know you're loved. Not that type of love apparently in this game, but you know, definitely be sending out all the minions to come out and try to kill you. I'm really starting to hate these little crab things. They're just like, they just sit around and come at you from, you know, you forget that they're there, and then when you forget that they're there, then they can come back and, you know, do some damage to you. You know, granted, this guy's been doing a lot of damage to me, but, you know, still, you know, a little bit of a pain. You don't have to worry about those guys. So my smile gem is ready to level up, so that's good to hear. So now I have to go down and open this chest up. Let's grab this sword, and we're gonna go this way. See what else we can see. That problem. I think I forgot. Yep, got it. And there's another one. Okay, let's go around this way. More crab creatures. Got one again. Okay, there's a bunch of barrels in this room. You know, you would think with all these barrels in the room that they would put some good stuff in there, but, you know. And it's their choice as a creator to do whatever they want to when it comes to the game.
I'm
Yep,
so good
well,
at this, I scare myself.
Stop throwing that stuff at me. Again, we're just clearing this place out. this is a dead end, and not the type of dead end that I'm least looking for. But, you know, trying to go around and clear this place out. This one looks actually kind of smaller than what the other place looked like. The other place looked a lot bigger when I saw it. So, but again, like I said, we haven't finished clearing out the whole board, so we're gonna see in a second how much bigger this place is, and how many more monsters we can run into in the same area too. So again, you know, we're going to run into some bad guys, and they're gonna be take that. Go that way. So there's plenty of ways you can go in this game, and you know, with you know, areas to check out. So. Okay, so that's a dead end. This looks to be a dead end as well, but again, we're just clearing this out just to make sure there's nothing, no chest or anything over there that I may need, you know, later on down the line. You know. And I like the way the board looks now because I kind of can see the areas I'm going to. I won't really, you know, I kind of can see what exactly I'm looking for when it comes to this. You know, it's not just one of those, okay, I can see certain small area, but I can't see everything that's going on. So, you know, I like being able to see everything, you know, coming at me and going from there. So I think you saw the giant crab a second ago. And he's not coming out of that lake. He probably won't in a second. You know. We'll see in a second. The crazy part is I'm not doing any damage to this guy. It's like, you know, I was going through this guy and trying to kill him, and he's, you know, literally. Is that him? I guess this could be the dweller. So many partners off, you know, that way make sure it's not like a 2-on-1 assault. That's just kind of here. Shoot stuff. He's almost dead. So, okay, so I guess there's more. Okay. I was thinking that was just the one guy. Yeah, okay. What you can do then. Shooting or whatever is pan out behind. Okay, so there we go. We got him. That's good to hear.
I need more pockets.
Okay, so I do not have enough pockets for everything that I need. I'll have to talk to him. I killed off the dweller. Let's go ahead and level up real quick. So 1 point left and 2 points to refund. This against intelligence. I think I'm gonna go with let's go here. Let's do that. And you know, we're just gonna kind of go from there. You know, that way, you know, I can kind of go from there. But we're gonna check our inventory out right now and see what we can get rid of, at least for the moment. Because again, you know, you can't hold on to everything again. You gotta get rid of stuff. And let's see, 1.5, and this is evasion. So tell me I can give it. Let me see what some of the other stuff does. This other stuff is really even worth me grabbing. Because I really see. Where did I go? Just going to where the shoes at? I am almost 100% sure there's probably a better way that you can actually see some of this stuff. Where is it? Those weren't the shoes I was looking for though. I think they were, Scroll of Wisdom. Okay. Deposit bow. Maybe I was wrong. Nope, I was right. There they are. Those are the shoes I was looking for. Let's give me this bow, and we're gonna identify this item right here. 8% to strength. Okay, so it's level 4. Okay, so we're just gonna. This is level 5. There's a level. Okay. So what we can do now is this is 6 to 17. This is 12 through 18. So now, so we're gonna do that there. Now the good thing about this one was that this one had 3 of them on there. Unfortunately, because of the fact that put this back on here. So that I didn't really have. Let me level this up as well. I don't have the room to take everything with me, and let me see how many. Let's see how many. I have 3 left. Now I'm not going to be trying to, use all those up real quick. So I'm just going to leave this stuff here. Lo and behold, later on down the line, I don't think it's going to make a difference because I think, of course, as you get, better off, you're going to just not really have to worry about that and kind of go from there. Why I can't kill this crab, I do not know. Don't ask me. That's kind of weird to me that you could, that this guy can come up here and swipe you like that, but then you can't kill him. So I would think that any monster that you would have on here, you'd be able to kill them, just because of the fact that that's, this would make sense. But again, not all things add up the way they're supposed to add up. So again, I guess you have to take it up with the creators and stuff like that about how that would work. So. So I got this one corner I need to get on, and just kind of go from there. Okay, so I take care of this boulder. There's nothing underneath it. I don't need that. I'm gonna flip that over and no, I think I'm just gonna skip over that. Okay. Now, like I said, the good thing about that one was that it had 3 of them on it. Now, when you have 3 of them on there or they're linked together like that, usually they offer more money for them, or I should say they offer more, you get better scrolls for those. So, those are good things to see as well. I'm going to go back to the main area because there is a waypoint over here that I can use as opposed to using a scroll. And then I'm just going to come back here and just do the last one. I'm going to get my my quest complete, and then I'm just going to go ahead and do that and kind of go from there. Let's see, go back to the lion's den. Here we go. Okay, so let's get ready to sell some of this stuff off. Now again, like I said, these characters you see over here are people who either paid for things or they've gotten them by playing the game for a while. It does help out a lot more when you are able to, play games and 519. That's pretty good. There's 3 of them. Now 519, 1218. Yeah, I'm just gonna put that over here. That's get rid of that. We're gonna get rid of this. 6 to 17. Okay, so we're gonna put that over here. And we're gonna put this over. Okay. And we're just gonna, you know what? I'm gonna look at our purchase item just for kicks and giggles. See what this is. See. So I need 3 scrolls. Okay, so I have 70. Let's see, this is 250 large flask, but I need 3 of them. Now I only have 18, so again, if I use 2 of these, I wouldn't have much left over after I got done. And again, I don't know how much I'm really going to need later on down the line. Now I don't have any. There's another ring that you can put right here, and there's a necklace that you can put right there. I don't have those right now. So these are only one scrolls. That's good. Teleports. Okay, so applies buff just gonna take some damage from his before depleted. Okay, so we have a couple of red ones that we have available and a blue one. Wave of fire deals damage and line creases in the ground area. Okay. Fire slow move projectile deals three enemies in a cold damage. Because the sparks to move randomly until they hit an enemy and expire. I'm going to try and get that on there, even though I use a scroll. Let's see. Okay, so those are the only ones I can use right now for these particular ones, at least I have available. Of course, I can come back to these again and look at these again. Just learning more about each one of them does. A lot of you have some supplemental stuff that does help out a lot more in the grand scheme of things. So let's go to Tarkus and get our.
You managed to kill a granddaddy crab. A pity you couldn't lug it up out of the caves for us. Could have made quite the chowder out of it. No matter. We've got one less reason to fear the dark. And I've got one more thing to thank you for.
That's good to hear. Okay, grants a passing point. So again, we get another passing point. So
stay sharp out there.
That's a good thing. Inventory, we use that, and then we got quest complete again. When you look at your, nope, that's not what I'm looking for. Let's see. No, it's not challenging achievements. Not what I'm looking for. It's world screen. Okay, there we go. Okay, I couldn't think of the name. I'm sorry about that. But look, we've completed a dirty job. We put in a dweller, which we had to slay the crab, and move the gate. And we only have one left. It's the way we're for. Once you find a path to the Emperor's Road. So that again, that's probably through the ledge that we have to go through to kind of get there. We didn't see a waypoint point, so we aren't able to use that, at least for the moment. However, we can't use one for the submerge, so I just have to go around and go do it the other way. Now, again, I have a skill point that I can use. Now I just kind of got to figure out which one I'm going to put it at. I'm going to use it to do 10% elemental. We'll go ahead and use that, and we're going to kind of go from there. Okay, so now we can go ahead and head back, and we will basically complete this last one. Before I believe we can start making our way to level 2. Again, we have a ways to go before we can get up to level 2, and again, there's a lot you can learn. There's just like a hideout we can get, as well as Inhar. So we'll see about those in a little bit. So I'm gonna go through this again, and just get up to the top, go through this ledge area. That way we can kind of figure out the next section that we need to go through, who we need to kill. And like I said, the great thing is that as we go along, we get quests to do that, or little side quests to do, and we get stronger by doing them. And again, they're not super complicated quests. However, they are a little time consuming because they require you to just basically fight off monsters. And of course the monsters are going to get harder, and they're going to make you definitely a challenge. But in the grand scheme of things, I think you can handle it if you just play it the correct way. If you play it the correct way, I think you can be fine. So I've got a feeling I'm going to run into a lot of monsters up here, and as you can tell, there they are. Okay, I'm going to do that way. So we have the goatmen. I want to say they're called centaurs, but I'm drawing a blank. That's the right name. I want to say centaurs. Don't quote me on that. Okay, as you can see, we have another thing that we need to do. So. we're gonna hit this Legion thing. Kind of gonna go around. I think it is a certain thing we're looking for. I think, and I'm trying to remember what it is. I think it is a certain orb. At least the last time was an orb that I was looking for. I'm not sure if this is. If that's the particular thing we're looking for. Here with this one, these guys, you're gonna basically unfreeze these guys, and these guys are gonna basically come after you. So just be prepared for that when you do that. You got to hit like 3 times, and they come to life and they try to kill you. So you just gotta be very wary of these guys trying to kill you. Let's say it's again. I think it's the same stuff.
They dead. Good doggy.
And equip coming in from this guy saying certain things. Again, that was an upgrade item that you just saw up here on there a second ago. So, it all depends. Okay, so we have a waypoint point here, which is also a very good thing. Again, it helps us, see where we are. We are at the ledge. We've gone forward, and we have about 3 other miscellaneous plus that we don't know what they are. We'll probably find out in a second. I wouldn't say in a second, but a little while later. After I get done taking down these monsters and stuff, kind of go from there. So, kind of go up in there. Okay, then we have our book again, and we need to read and find out more information.
The earth of Rayclast rejects the dead. The black spirit of storm and dream now reaches into the ground and raises up our slain imperial foes. It leads the fallen from their graves and drives them to fight us beyond the end, rotted tooth and jagged nail. Our own remembered have joined their cursed ranks. No longer may we give our beloved to the birds, messengers of spirit to the sky, conveyors of flesh to the earth. Calm has commanded us to destroy our remembered with axe and fire. Calm is the bravest of us, willing to bear the ire of the ancestors for the survival of his people.
And the lovely thing about the story is that when these guys are reading this stuff, you can see that the intensity that the guys have whenever they read this stuff. And for the story's sake, it's like, okay, this guy's going this way, this guy's having bravery. It's like, yeah, gives that intensity to the actual, thing. So. I think I got everything that was over here, but don't mind me, I'm just kind of just checking out real quick. I think we did do everything over here. I'm feeling that way. Yeah, I'm not going to go through all that. I'm not going to go back and do all that again. I think that's in a way it's kind of pointless. So let's keep going forward and see what we can see. Actually, let's look at some of the items I have too. Just for giggles. Let's see what we have here. Again, I like the ones that are attached to each other because they definitely make things worthwhile. Again, I can give this an empowered for since it's a regular item. I can give it an empowered item, and then I can take off this one and just use that particular item. This is 5 to 8. This is 7 to 13. So really, these aren't really doing much of anything because this does 12 to 18, which is like the best I have right now. Let's see, shoes. That was 7 gem. Okay. And I don't think this is really doing anything either, but leveled up, so that's good to hear. So that takes care of that one. I got a bow. And I got a few other things, an iron ring.
I need more
We
pockets.
didn't have enough pockets for that stuff, so we're going to fill up life. We are also going to check out some of these items that I have as well. Because again, they are unidentified and we want to identify them. Whoops. Okay, 18 to mana. Okay, so if I'm not mistaken, I put this offhand. Again, I put that there. I'm going to identify this item here. 5 to 13, so that's not really helping much anything. 10 to 23 is good, because this is 12 to 18, this is 10 to 23. But this has all these extra things attached to it as well, so you just kind of gotta, kind of play with it and figure out what exactly you want to do with a lot of these items. So, like I said, some of these items you don't even need to even look at. Let me level this thing up. And like I said, you can just throw them away or you can just sell them or whatever else. I'm trying to remember how many scrolls I have left. I have 4 left, so I may have picked up one. I'm going to level up dexterity, chapter mind, intelligence. So, I'm going to do attack and speed, at least this time. And then we can kind of go from there. Okay, so that was a nice little fight. We saw a totem there that was like called a false god, and we had to destroy it. It had lightning energy, which was pretty interesting to see. Very impressed by that, being able to do that, and kind of being able to, kill it pretty quickly. So, shot these guys, this guy, blow this guy up, blow this guy up. Blow these guys up. And like I said, the moves are getting better and better and better, and I love that because, I'm getting stronger as a character, and I'm learning more about the game as I go along. Again, storyline is pretty well put together. If anything, you always want a good story. I mean, you don't want something that's just doesn't add up. You want something that makes sense and it's gonna be well. So, okay, so we made it to the end of this path. Now we made it to the climb. And there's always little messages that they give you toward the end about certain things. The main one that you just saw a second ago was just about waypoint points. So, again, you want to make sure, if you're doing this thing, you're doing this thing correctly. When you do the waypoint points are very important. I'm not going to lie to you. They're very important that you use the waypoint points. Don't, sleep on the waypoint points,
I need more pockets.
Oh, that was something else. Okay. Let's do this. Okay. I forgot if I opened this chest, so let me go ahead and open this chest up. There's nothing in it. Just we need an empty chest, right? So those guys are down. I do see a waypoint point, so we will go to that in a second. We also see a new enemy. This is interesting too. A gigantic wheel. Okay. Here. So everything's coming out of the woodworks in the way. we're gonna go hit this waypoint since I am down here. There's a lot of guys down here. That's it. And again, you know, these things are protecting certain areas. So let's go ahead and hit this favorite point. So again, we have the waypoint point done. Now we have it for the climb, which is the next level we were at before. We had the layers. Now we're at the climb, and we have 2 more left. And we just need to go ahead and, you know, kind of just again clear out the areas. Clear out the areas. I can't say that enough. Clear out the areas because again, there's always something possible you can miss by not clearing out an area. And clearing out the area sounds like a sound idea to me whenever I play a game, especially when I play a game like this. That has a lot of concepts, a lot of ways to do things. So, okay, silver coin. We definitely want to take those silver coins. We need those later on to unlock certain other things. I think that amulet, I think they're gonna put it on me already. Yeah. So I got 28 to dexterity, so that helps out a lot more too. I can also level these things up. I'm gonna level these things up so they're, you know, good and high, you know, that way when I use them I can do more damage quickly, because again, you know, you don't want to be, you know, waiting around, time to wait for them to, you know, to do what they need to do so you can, you know, kill things, because, you know, these, you can tell they come in groups, so you don't want to be one of the people in the groups that don't have any type of, you know, you can't kill people quick if you don't have, you know, the energy or, you know, the weapons the way you need them to be.
The black spirit infects living flesh and bone. The animals suffered first.
I'm going to come back to this.
Their bodies changed, their eyes filled with a hatred of mankind that is beyond instinct. Now it is we who must bend and bow like saplings before the sea-born gale. The firstborn of the kingdom of Calm greeted us this day. The firstborn of the kingdom of Calm was buried this day. Even our children are not spared the Black Spirit's touch. What have we done to enrage Rayclast? We look to Calm. Our king will lay the spirit of this land at peace.
Okay, so I'm gonna go back and get rid of some of this stuff because I feel like, you know, this stuff is just, it's just taking up too much space, and I don't need this extra stuff taking up space. I'm gonna get rid of it. Let's see what we got here.
Yes?
Yes, I'm gonna sell off these items again. This is 7 of 13, and this is 12 of 18. So 7 of 13 is good, but and then it has 3 of them linked on it, which is good. But again, yeah, it's not gonna do much for me. 5 of 8 definitely don't need that. 7%, 5%. Those are linked together. I said I was gonna hold off on that one. 12 will damage, 18. I'm gonna get rid of that. This is 5 to 13. I'm gonna get rid of that. 10 to 23. That's one of those interesting ones where you're not sure. Oh, I know why. Okay. Never mind. Do I want to get rid of this? 6. 7. Yeah, I'm getting rid of that. 6. I can endow one of these with a thing, so I'm going to hold off on that one because there's 3 in it. Technically, I should hold off on that one as well. I'm going to get rid of this. And I'm going to keep that, and I'm going to keep these 3. So I'm just going to store them, at least store them away for right now in here. I might try to endow them if I get more things to kind of go from there. But again, like I said, I got to keep space open. I can't just, you know, have all this stuff on here and not have any space for anything. That's pointless. I kind of just realized that I actually had a waiver point open and I didn't use it. I'm sorry, not waiver point, but I had it on the climb. I could have used. I could have went back and gotten the thing back, but it's too late now, so I'm not gonna worry about it. Let's go ahead and just move on and, you know, kind of go from there. We see a lot of people here. This guy's shooting fireballs at me. we definitely must die. Okay, so it looks like I'm on gym is at level 4, so I'm going to read this book as well as go over here and do this other thing over here as well. There's no honor without sacrifice. Okay. Very good saying, I'm going to say. I'm going to go down here and do this thing down here real quick. Because it's sitting there and I think it should be done. Bad thing is I don't know what I'm looking for over here. This may be what I'm looking for. So that may be what I'm looking for over here and kind of going from there. I'm not 100% sure. I think that's it. Oh, I think there was something else up there too that I could have gotten. So let's see what we get for those. We can identify this. 6 to 16, 12 to 18, so that's still kind of low. We can probably sign it off. I know there's a way you can compare. I know on the PlayStation you can compare, but I don't know how to do it on here. Dexterity, 17. Shield. 7. 18. So I'm gonna put this up here. I'm gonna take this out. I'm gonna put this up here. I think I do not have a spot for this. Okay, so never mind for that one. And level this up so my fireball can be better than what it was before. So let's go up here and see what we can see. Get my core ring, so looks like we have a new friend that we're going to be seeing in a second, so get that guy out there. Eyeball to this guy. He's dead. And apparently he dropped a lot of stuff too. So again, like I said, the good thing about the bad guys is that they will drop good stuff. It just all depends, which how good the bad guy is. So. Oh wow! I did not realize I was dead that quickly. Oh man, that didn't go as planned. Okay, so now I know just keep an eye out on those guys because apparently they do a lot of damage to me that way. And I thought I was doing something, and I was close to getting to those guys, and apparently I found out otherwise. Okay, so let's identify these 6, 7. Okay, we can go here, and we're gonna identify this. So, yeah, this stuff doesn't look very well worth it in the grand scheme of things. So. But let's go back over here and go fight some more things. A better idea, and I think I'm just going to do this, is just to, just take one at a time. Go from there. I need to run. Okay, so I'm gonna go over here and just I'm just gonna take them one by one and kind of go from there. back and fill back up. And we're just going
I
to
need more pockets.
wait for these guys to... Also, fireball. Don't forget about the fireball. Let me go ahead and use the fireball too. To kill some of them off. Chopper. I don't think it's
I've
worth
been
it.
waiting for you.
Oh crap. That's never a good sign when somebody says they're waiting for you. Oh shoot. Dang. That didn't go well again. Let's see. Prisoner of Fate. So this is apparently a new person that I need to defeat. I wasn't prepared for that one. I'm not gonna lie to you. Jumped down on me, just destroyed me, decimated me, just... Okay, so... just gotta watch that, and kind of go from there. I see there's still a person over there that I need to talk to, but again, I gotta make it through this other person before I can actually go up there and try to defeat anybody, so...
I need more pockets.
So... Yes, I have fireball too, buddy. Haha, take that. Okay, I thought that she would, or he would, I think it's a she, I'm gonna say she would have more better stuff on her, but from what I'm seeing, it doesn't look that way. It looks like it's a bunch of crap that I really don't want. Okay, so let's go talk to this person over here, who looks like they're standing there and waiting for us.
See you soon.
So no worries, she's meeting us in town. I messed up and didn't hit the right button, so I'm sorry about that. So apparently she's giving us some information and going to go back to town, so... okay, take that. This wasn't worth it. Okay, I'm going to talk to her again and see if we can...
Thank you for freeing me. The Mother of Death likes to play these little tricks on me, to remind me of my place. But she also sent you here to help. Let me return the favor, Exile. We will meet again in town, and then I will help you illuminate your path.
Okay, so that's good to know. So we got a new friend. She's probably going to be helping us out. And then the other real things are still here. Okay, so it looks like we're almost done. I'm debating if I should go back to the waiver point. This is lower prison. I don't know if I should go through here or should I just go through the waiver point or return to town for assistance.
The prison's a child's playhouse compared to this. They sure make them like they used to.
So I need to go back to town. So let me go back to town. That's what they were telling me, go back to town. So in anything, if when something tells you go back to town, 9 times out of 10, you need to go back to the town. Just go back and just, go from there. So I'm going to use that waiver point. I think it is on this level that I can use this waiver point. It's just, I think, far away from me, unfortunately, and I just don't want to have to walk all the way over there. But and like I said, the grand scheme of things, it may be better because I could actually, save a portal that I might want to use later on down the line. And I like, being able to have my portals available to me. Because a lot of times, again, you run out of portals, quickly because you have so much stuff going on. So it looks like there's a bunch of people who are going to be telling me stuff. So let's go ahead and talk to each one of them.
The tale of Brutus was a popular one in the schools of Theopolis, taught in the hopes of deterring students from ambitions not condoned by the Templar. Brutus was warden of Axiom Prison and one of the most feared men in the Eternal Empire. But there the histories end, and the myth begins, with Brutus commissioning a witch to transform him in a mad attempt at immortality. A moment of hubris that didn't end well for anyone. If it's true, then Brutus has my pity. Some of us pay too dearly for our mistakes. Yet if you insist on learning from your own mistakes, then please, take one of these. You might need it.
Oh, that's good to hear. So we get another item that we can use to our advantage. Support any skill damage. This is supporting skill damage, supporting skill damage. So it looks like these pretty much are the same exact things I had before, but support skills deals 25% less buff, projective damage, support skills, traditional, chaos support skill just 25% reduced elemental damage. Those up to 2 additional traps, but I'm going to use this. Okay, so we're gonna go over and speak to.
Is it choice that carries you here, or is it fate? I see a need in you. A need to peer into your future. A need to follow the right path. But your future has already been cast. So open your mind and embrace it. Long ago, my people called me a Hatungo, a wise woman. Now they call me a revenant. But it is not my fate to return to the Mother of Death just yet. For now, I stand with one foot in this world, and the other foot in the realm of the dead. I'm an inquirer of the living, and an interpreter of death. I sense you have questions. For a gift of silver, I will answer them. But you seek more than answers. Riches, power. These I can also provide in a way. All you have to do is join me. Heed my words.
Could you say it any slower?
The future is mine to tell, but yours to claim. It is time to fulfill your prophecy.
Okay, so we spoke to her. Let's talk to the last person.
There's a fine line between man and monster. Brutus, the warden of Exile prison, he crossed that line long ago. A big lad, and as you know from Hillock, big lads are slow. Hit and run, that's the way to cut them down to size. Unless there's thaumaturgy involved. Then forget the hitting bit, just run.
Okay, so Goatman.
There's many a way to die in Rayclast. Most of them are mercifully quick. But you get caught alive by the Goatmen, you'll wish by any god you believe in that you hadn't. I've heard some of the more superstitious exiles say there's a deity these Goatmen worship. Abarath, Eater of Agony. Sounds like a right bastard if you ask me. So if the Goatmen hand you an invitation to go have dinner with the Cloven God, tell them where to stick it.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and sell some of these items off. I think this was 6 of 16. 6 of 16. I'm gonna sell this. Let's see, 13. Prior level 4. I think I'm gonna sell this. Definitely gonna sell this. This goes. This goes as well. This will go. Hang on those gloves and we're gonna accept. Okay, we're gonna go back and we need to kill Brutus. So now we have a new thing that we need to do. So we still gotta do the Emperor's Road. So we still got a couple more to do, but we gotta do. We gotta kill Brutus. That's a new thing that we need to do now that they added on to it. I also need to inventory and level this up. I want to identify this and see what this is. There's 4 of 8, so yeah, so these really aren't really worth holding on to at all. So let's go ahead and sell these off and go from there. Accept. I'm going to sell this as well. I think. I'm gonna cancel that. Okay, let's go over to
there.
My stash. And Yeah, I'm just gonna hold on. So, well, you know what? Let's do some stash over there. Get out of the way. Okay, so those are out of the way now, and they're away from my thing, so I can kind of, you know, see if this. Alright, so we can use that 27 to maximum light, 25. Let's get ourselves some light here. Okay, so that was done there. I'm debating on what I'm going to do here. Now I can't get into the prison because apparently I don't have the actual the waypoint point for it, so I'll have to take the long way over there to it. So okay, so it looks like a short trip too to actually get up here and go and actually get back to this prison. Let's see how things work. You know, this prison course is going to be pretty big, and I'm gonna assume Brutus is obviously going to be a very strong guy. So, you know, let's see how we can handle this guy if we can get here at all. Oh, well, there's a waypoint point right there. So I kind of should have used the waypoint point. So I waited on it. So now we have it on here. So now we kind of, you know, again, if we want to come back here, we can. And that's good to hear because it gives us a save point because if I die, I can come back and, you know, I can come back and, you know, get butts again if I need to. Answer here. Again, like I said, this looks pretty big, so this is not going to be just an easy, you know, kill thing. It's going to take some time to do. I've got a feeling. So let's go to Wisdom. That's working pretty well too. I forgot about the other T button that I could use for my other. This is lightning strikes that I'm doing now, so that helps out a lot more too when it comes down to it. And as you can tell, you know, obviously people being tortured down here, of course. You know, it's just the nature of, you know, being down in the prison. So, you know, I gotta make it as creepy and as bad as possible for people and kind of go from there. So I see we have another crystal over here that we probably need to hit up. Kind of go from there. And necromancer, let's keep him alive, so he's bringing him back to life. So of course, if you're gonna do anything, you gotta kill the necromancer first. So if they're gonna stay there, you want them to stay there, you gotta kill necromancer first. And again, like I said, clearing things out, because you gotta clear these things out. Without clearing them out, then you're not gonna get very, you know, you can miss out on things, and I don't want to miss out on anything, you know, that might be worthwhile to pick up in the game, you know. So far it's been so far so good with stuff, but you know, again, like I said, you know, it could be anything, you know, that I might find that might be worthwhile, and you know, the last area you think to look in, because you want to skip over and say, hey, I want to skip this part, you know, I want to go to the next thing. I'm like, no, let's just go ahead and just do it, you know. In the grand scheme of things, it'll be well worth it. So my admin's actually going down quicker too, but I'm using that particular move as well, so. So just clearing things out, clearing things out, clearing things out. Let's see what this does. Takes me, if anywhere worthwhile that I need to. Oh, there's a thing right here. This thing right here. Let's see what this does. We did get some things out of that, not a whole bunch of stuff, but you know, we did get some stuff out of it. Let's see, let's check the stuff out. I just want to see it. Okay, so this I just have to identify this. Oops. 99% accuracy rating. That's really good. I mean, 99% accuracy rating definitely does a lot more than not. So I'm gonna go ahead and equip that real quick. I don't know why I got this. This is like really. I don't even think that was worth that. I'm gonna use that for the onslaught. I don't even think that was even worth that. You know, I'm sorry. That just like was well not worth my time. Again, clearing things out. I'll go back over here because as you can tell, this thing is pretty big. This prison's pretty big. Oh, there's some stuff going on in this room. Oh shoot, I need to run. Okay, heal back up again. This guy was killing me. Okay, so heal back up again. It's killing me left and right. There we go. And he didn't really drop anything worthwhile. It figures, you know, sometimes just like, it just figures, you know, you take down a big guy, you're like, okay, I'm going to get something good from him. I'm going to get something good from him. I'm going to get something good from him. And lo and behold, you don't get anything good from him, so, okay, so it looks like we have a book over here, so let's start the book first.
In the court of the goddess, every man and woman is deemed worthy of redemption. Though you might be shackled by the tribulations of the past, the trials ahead offer you both freedom and glory. The future is yours, if you're bold enough to reach out for it.
That's good to know. Solve the trials of the identity. So let's go ahead and try to solve these trials. Okay. So if I'm looking at these right, basically what's going on is that, okay, so you can follow these things around so I don't die. And put this. Okay. I also have to go back around again and try to get around without getting hit by. Oh, that's not fun. Okay, let me get back up again, and again they're gonna come around again, and I have to try to get back the way I just came without getting hit by these things. Okay, so obviously we got a new way of doing this thing. Oh shoot. Oh, I'm dead. Okay, so basically what it looks like that needs to happen is that I need to take and get around this thing. So I just have to watch my steps, you know, whenever I move over here. Okay, let's try this again. If at first you don't succeed, then try again. Ah, I didn't move to go that far forward. Okay. So it looks like it's a coal, okay, so that's the way to get over there. And I have a lot of company. Okay, another silver coin, yeah, another silver coin. I don't think that's worth anything. Let's see what we got here. We got this board. Solve the trials. So it looks like I solved the trial. So I can take this troll back. So listen again. I just finished one of the trials. Looks like 1 of 6, if I'm not mistaken. And kind of went from there. Let's see. And again, I'm still figuring this out exactly. And kind of going from there and try to figure things out. Let's go this way. We're gonna go back to this way again. Back toward the upstairs again. I don't know if we're gonna run into Bruce on the 2nd floor, maybe a 3rd floor. I don't remember at all if it is or is not. But we'll soon find out in a second. Brutus is probably gonna be the biggest dude on the planet. I've got a feeling. Fill back up my life. Also, shoot, I'm filling my ammo too. Shoot. Oh, let's leave them dead. They've been dead. Let's leave them dead.
I need more pockets.
Oh, I forgot about this. So solve trials of I forgot about that. I'm sorry. I didn't even realize I was down there until I saw it. Let's definitely use our 1.2 to kind of go from there. Intelligence, dexterity. Let's do a dexterity. Let's just do that. We'll just go from there.
I need more pockets.
I know you need more pockets. Actually, we need a bigger bag. It'd be nice if they did have you a bigger bag and kind of go from there, but you know they don't. So you only can put so much stuff, which kind of sucks. But you know, it's just the name of the game. Okay, so we're gonna hit this thing up right here. Again, I don't know what exactly we are looking for. Okay, so that's that one.
I need more pockets.
Let's see. I don't think I need that. Let me fill up a life too. And my mama. And we're gonna identify these two. Then we're gonna go from there. Identify. Let's see. 48. So I'm gonna put this one here. This out. I'm gonna take this one out as well. I don't think I do have a spot for that. Okay, so I'm gonna put that right there. And I don't think I have another spot for this one, so that does happen that way every once in a while. I'm gonna identify this item here, which is not really worth anything, and so is this one. Level this up. That's done. And let's go continue to explore. Somebody's in here with me. So let me go around. And can't go that way. Can't go in that way. That's a dead end. Use out the fireball. Guys over here.
Low on mana.
Okay, let's go back up. This is another one. There's always another one here. Okay, so that's that one. Fill back up again. I hate when those guys, miscellaneous guys, just come up and start hitting you and you're not really paying attention to them and at first, and then you all of a sudden gotta pay attention to them because they're doing some crazy stuff, so. fill up again. And scroll of wisdom. And it looks like we have another level of this as well. We have to go up to. But again, let's clear out the rest of this place. Kind of over there if we can. Oh shoot. Oops. This is easy. Go back. This is the main guy you need to kill off, so obviously. And I was getting my butt kicked for a minute, so I hate that when those guys just be sitting around and waiting on you. Shoot. That means I'm almost dead. Okay, so I leveled up again, so I'm level 13 now. So we have another passive point. Let's go ahead and throw that in here. We're gonna do. Why not do the trap? Actually, cast. Maybe that's better. Again, I don't know for sure. You know, I'm just taking a whack at it. You know, figuring out exactly what needs to be done, what doesn't need to be done. Am I bleeding like that?
I need more pockets.
Ow. Okay. Warden's quarters. So in other words, we know where our bad guy is. Okay, let's go around here. And again, like I said, we're just clearing out things. Oh, you're not gonna shoot that back at me.
I need more pockets.
Okay, let me fill back up. Rusted sword, silver coin. We definitely want to make sure we get those. So anytime you see those, you definitely want to collect those. If you don't collect those, then you may not be able to get some of the prophecies that one of the people offer. I can't think of her name on top of my head, but please forgive me. If you don't, you collect those, and you're probably gonna kick yourself later on down the line about not having done that. So, okay. I hate sometimes trying to get to these rooms because some of these rooms look alike, and then there's stuff that's you're not sure exactly how do you get into those rooms, and sometimes you just don't know what's waiting in those rooms as well. So just be wary of that. Get out of this room. Quick if I can. There we go. I should have been recharging my mana the whole entire time. That I did not do that, which is not a good idea. Not to recharge it at all. Because again, you need to make sure that you have the magic available whenever you're trying to kill somebody. So, yeah. Okay, so he's gone. Okay. So we're almost back to the beginning level where I started from before. I'm going to see if I can take down through this. I make no guarantees on that one. Take it down through this, I don't know. We'll see how tough he is and kind of go from there. So this is another one in here. Gone. These guys. Okay, so again, clearing all the rooms. Just clearing all the rooms. Go up from there. Okay, so we can go downstairs to, or is it upstairs to Brutus, and try to kill this guy. I'm not sure how hard this guy is. Top of my head, I don't know. But I will do my best to beat him if I can, and just go from there. So we'll see. But if his name is Brutus, it obviously is named for a good reason to call him Brutus. So just an FYI. And it is a long trip all the way back up to this guy, as you can tell. So I'm getting there though, so we'll see. Okay.
Curious. It moves like a killer, yet reeks of thaumaturgy. What did I could have my mysterious shadow?
You know when the music starts changing, you know you're in for something. Yeah, the music starts changing. Okay, we know this is about to be. Can't get interesting.
Still the Karui barbarians advance upon us. Lionai is dead, his legion slaughtered along with every eternal man, woman and child from Lionai's watch to the foot of our axiom. Should the need arise, we shall retreat through Prisoner's Gate, raising my barricade behind us. Yet our salvation is at hand. Foul times demand heroic deeds, and through my arts our Lord Brutus will arise anew to defend us. May the dry sands quench thirst with Karui blood when our mighty warden delivers his judgment upon them.
Sounds like it's an interesting way to go.
piety, your absolute support, and watch you with absolute scrutiny. There is much to learn from the likes of the Inquisitor, the Umbra, and the Soulless One. I would hate for piety to feel that she need shoulder such perilous wisdom alone. Dominus.
Okay. We're definitely gonna level these up before I go in here. I've got a feeling this is where our bad guy is at and he's waiting for me. Oh shoot.
I will show you what true horror is. Let me embrace you.
Oh shoot. Oh crap. Ooh, that's gonna be a tough one. Woo-wee. You ain't here, runner. Crap. Try my map out too. Oh shoot. Come on, baby. We can do this. Oh shoot, 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 oh shoot. Come on, man. Seriously? Okay, come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, shoot, shoot, shoot. Yes, this is taking a minute. Oh, no. Oh, no. Shoot. This is doing a lot of damage to me. Oh, come on. Ooh. Got him.
Big just means more places to stick
Woo. Yes. That was a hard one. I'm not gonna lie to you. That definitely had me worked up, you know, with the whole aspect of that one. So I got through with Brutus. Check my inventory, see what I can drop here and what I can pick up. Because Brutus was literally a brute in this particular aspect of what was going on. I'm gonna drop that. I'm going to pick up this oiled vest, which is at 54. I'm gonna go back real quick and just get rid of some of the stuff, or put the stuff on or something like that. Kind of go from there, because I need to figure out exactly what I need to be wearing, what I don't need to be wearing. Go ahead and identify this. 11% damage. Okay, 23% to Mama. Dexterity. 8% to stun. So most of the stuff I'm gonna get rid of. But of course, because I've already killed him, now I have to speak to everybody. So let's see what they're gonna say to me at first, and then we'll just go from there.
For some, death is welcomed with open arms. Did you end Brutus's suffering out of avarice or mercy? Only you know the answer to that one.
Okay, so we know about Piety.
I can think of only one reason why Piety would be here. She's interested in the sickness that pervades this place, the corruption that raises the dead and twists the wildlife into aberrations.
Okay, so I'm gonna sell off again these items that I do not need. Okay, this one seems like it's better than that one. Okay, so I'm gonna sell this off. Definitely sell this off. I keep that, and we're going to go from there. Let me see something real quick. Shoot. I meant to sell these also as well, because I don't need these. Definitely sell this, and definitely sell this. Don't need those. I'm going to see about the other items I picked up as well.
While we live,
let me see what everybody else has to say real quick before I do that. So.
Hello.
Okay, so she has a lot of things she's going to tell me in a minute.
Fate will find you.
The warden's free of his own prison. Well, since you're so bloody determined to cheat the britches off death, you better have one of these, for luck. And when they write the song about you, just be sure to mention that it was Tarkley who taught you everything you know.
Okay. Place a mine. Buff. Fire projectile. Teleport. Heroic random generation. Trapped. I think I'm gonna get this, I think. So.
Farewell.
Okay, I'm gonna use my portal, go back and get the rest of that stuff I had left behind real quick. Giant hat. All vests.
I need more pockets.
I'm gonna take that, put that right there. I'm gonna get that. Okay, put that right there. I'm gonna get that. Was that okay, we're gonna identify these items too. 10% to lighting, does that really help me? 18 to maximum life. Strips. 24, 20. So this is a lot better than that. I'm gonna take that out. Don't think I have a spot for these right now, at least not yet. This is 48. This is 54. So we're gonna switch that out. To take that out, we're gonna put that in there. We're gonna put this in here. So we're gonna put this here. I don't have any more red. I'm going to get rid of this stuff here. Okay, let's go back real quick. And again, I could be messing up and just not realizing that I could be using the actual things, I should say, the wayward points to go back, which is probably a better idea, again, you know, in the grand scheme of things. To using the wayward points. That's going to go here, this can go here, and this can go here. I think that should just... No, I wanted to take that back. Okay, so what I wanted to do, of course I've completed the quest, as you can see. I just need to find the rest of the path to the next area. Okay, let me check my items. And of course I shouldn't have ran all the way over there, but you know, it is what it is. Okay, so this is a lot higher, so I'm going to go ahead and...
No, I was never there.
Hello.
So item, sell this item here, accept. And then, like I said, you know, putting your items in a way where you can maximize getting more stuff is always a good thing. So,
Be well.
let me go back to this guy again real quick, and we will take. And I would just, you know, see if there's anything else I really need to take back with me. And there's actually a way I missed, so I'm glad I did go back.
Dear Chevron, you have certainly had your work cut out for you with Lioneye's Legion. Do not concern yourself with Marseille's complaints. Our Emperor is fully aware of Janet's fickle nature. As to your need to accelerate the implantation process, I can recommend a quite simple alteration. Dip the gem in a boiling solution of 6 parts blood and 1 part fulmetic sulfide for no more than 13
yeah, coming from Essen's ways to do things.
Longer, and you invite the crystals wrath. Once the gem is withdrawn from the solution, you have but a few seconds to install the gem in the prepared flash. Close the wound. Should the gem cool too much prior to implantation, it will become inert, and your patient with it. Trust in the bountiful talent of your Shabbat. Malachi.
Okay, so that is the Malachi. This is the prisoner's gate. Okay, so this is prisoner's gate. I'm gonna hit this wayward point. So we can go back to main area. We're gonna hear a little more about the story of hear a little more from people here. We'll start with
What a
Exile.
lovely day! Marseillus commanded the southernmost of the Eternal Legions, here at Lioneye's watch. Why was he called Lioneye? Crazy fool had his left eye taken out and a golden-hued gem put in its place. His head must have made quite a pretty adornment for King Golem's belt. One day we'll be strong enough to make our way inland, build new lives on the carcass of a dead empire. It's why God sent us maggots here, isn't it?
Okay, so I've heard from
Yes?
everybody. Let me talk to
We are blessed.
him, Charlie.
Welcome.
Okay, so he has nothing new to tell me.
Farewell.
Okay. So at this point, I think I'm gonna get ready to end my video, just in general, because of the fact that I've been on it for a good number of hours working on this, and just make things go from there. It's been fun, and I think I'm pretty much done with chapter 1. I do see some comments in here, and I'm gonna repeat them. And Ball 41 said, "Let's go." I'd love to see that. The vast Fire AKA said the vast majority of normal items, especially white leveling, will not be valuable enough to store in a stash or sell to a vendor. He also says Quicksilver Flask are your sprint, but you also get movement skills later that can help you move really fast, as well as increase movement speed generally on boots. Again, I couldn't really see the comments because of the way the screen is, I could not see both things. But I am Juicy Box X. I am a little bit new to the actual Path of Exile. I am new to the streaming. My chat wasn't open again because of the fact that I wasn't able to do it. Well, somebody said, Lady Lisa one said, Conundrum, you get better and better by my bro. So I really appreciate that as well. So I am very proud when people let me know exactly that I'm doing better at it. You know, it's a trial and error thing. So it's not for everybody, and I appreciate you guys definitely leaving the comments on there, and you guys viewing my stream and let me know what you think of this. So with that being said, I'm going to get ready to end this video again. I had really fun. I'm going to start out probably tomorrow. It might be sometime in the morning where I'm going to do one as well. So if you guys want to catch my stream again, catch it tomorrow sometime in the morning. But I'll definitely send out a not a request, but alert that people know so that I will be on there. And again, you can always check out my Facebook page. It is The Conundrum. I do videos on there as well, so please feel free to check those out as well and become new subscribers. I appreciate those. And just note that, again, if you do become a new subscriber, you'll get a shout out on my next video. Now, again, you have to be a new subscriber. We can't be one that just got on and jumped off and didn't jump on again. So you just got to go from there. So with that being said, I'm going to be ready to let you guys go. You guys have a great rest of the day. Peace.